Hello, welcome everybody to this Mirrorspotter presentation today. This presentation is about intelligent video management solutions for a safe and smart transportation and logistic world. Let me introduce myself first of all. I'm Udo Schneider, the Director of Sales and Business Development at Mirrorspotter. So, Mirrorspotter video management software today is focusing on the most valuable asset for designing business and cities, data. So we are not collecting only data from the video footage, from cameras, etc., but also from other devices, like IoT devices or third-party systems, to enable you to define the right decisions at the right time for the right people. So we want to make your life easier by collecting a massive load of data, analyzing them, and creating these decisions for you, preparing the decisions for you that you need at the right time. Mirrorspotter itself is now more than 20 years in the business. So we are based in Finland, in Espoo, and we are a global operating company. So we are feeling well with every kind of verticals, independent if it is a bank, a city surveillance system, a military installation, or even a sports stadium. So if we're talking about our VMS software, we can call them open, easy, wise and secure. What does it mean? We have an open platform, easy to integrate to third-party systems or vice versa, to collect data from third-party systems as well as from every kind of camera device that you can imagine. Easy to use is one of our biggest highlights that we have. So our customers are always pronouncing that we are the most easiest software to be used. Even if it does not matter if it is installation, if it is about maintaining the software, or if it's just the user experience for the end user. Intelligent video, the wiseness of the system is very important for us. So we see especially a growth in artificial intelligence today. So we have enriched our software, and we are still doing this on a continuous basis to have more artificial intelligence, more video intelligence in the system that ease up your life. And yet a system must be secured from the camera to the end user. Yeah, if we are talking about transportation and logistics environments, so these are in most cases the most complex scenarios. So we are talking about crowd management here, so not simple solutions. We are talking about faster response times. That means decide quicker as anybody else. So we want to reduce the incidents, we want to reduce the crimes, so we have to have the tools for that. So we need to have powerful analytics at the end to ease up the life of these control centers. And at the end, we need to optimize the processes and we need to reduce the costs. So Mirrorspotter especially is providing the solution for that. So first of all, complex scenarios requires modularity. What does it mean? If the system needs to grow, it must be easy to add cameras, to add devices, to add resources to the system. The processing must contain not only the cameras, but also audio recording, audio analyzing, for example, I/O devices as well as other data, as I mentioned before. And there must be a possibility also to expand the system, to split the system, especially for example in trains, to split the system into different servers for each coach, one single server, or for the whole train, one server at all. So a video management system must reflect all these complex needs that a company or a logistic provider or the transportation authority has to deal with every day in their daily business. So video intelligence by artificial intelligence and VCA. What does it mean? First of all, we need to run this on standard cameras. So for example, for identifying sleeping people, if somebody is running too fast, if somebody is sitting down in indoor areas and remaining them. And so we need to alarm based on that. So maybe also abnormal behavior analysis is very important for you. So you have special cases where you have to have a special analysis. So this must be customized. So the analytics models must be customized especially for you. Mirrorsys is standing for this, and we are doing this for you. The same is happening also with audio analytics. We are not talking about recording, we are talking about analytics, for example, for gunshot detection, glass break detection, or whatever you want. And then at the end, also stereoscopic cameras today can give you some business advantages by counting people in the entrances of buses and trains accurately by nearly 100% to give you information, to give you analytics over the time about the people flow, the mass flow in your station, in your train, in your buses. Intelligent alarming, accessing and reporting is also very essential. Today's video management system must have a very intelligent reporting tool so that you can dig out all the information that you want to see out of the history. The combination of all the information that are flooding into the Mirrorsys video management system, to combine them is very essential so that you can create these events that you need to decide at the right time, you're in the right way. Yeah, and the end, Mirrorsys and Dahua. This is a very great partnership. In more than 20 years, we are working together. So we have integrated technologies, end-to-end encryption, for example, but also secure video data transmission is very essential for you. And then also video metadata are important. Dahua is providing to you intelligence in the camera. So Mirrorsys is cooperating with Dahua cameras and can read out those metadata to enrich your decision in the right way. So you cannot see me anymore in person. I would like to give you a short demo about our video management system and present to you a couple of features which might be very important for you. Yeah, now we are coming to the demo. This is our user front end called Mirrorspotter. And the whole front end, like you see it, is completely customizable. That means the size of all these tabs here, hiding, etc., is completely customizable. So you see, for example, here, if I'm going to the view, yeah. Then you see here that I can zoom in, out, I can edit the edit the grids, can hide the playbacks, minimize it, the activity line below I can hide, show it large, etc. So it is completely customizable like the customer wants it, and especially for each user, and that's important because you can save all the configuration for each user, and then you can run and let the user work by themselves with the solution like they want it. So I just want to go into the details a little bit. So first of all, we can define different cameras so that we're working with fixed cameras as well as with mobile cameras in, for example, trucks or cars. So both can be replayed. So you can imagine if you have trains, for example, that you automatically can transmit this information via your own network to a center so that they can dig into the coach what is happening there in case of an alarm or of an incident. And all this information can be matched together here. You see just an example from a motorway and from a car, two cameras, one front camera here, and one car indoor camera in the car itself that are recorded and automatically transmitted to the system. So what is also possible is the mixture. Oh, I need to close the, yeah, all right. The mixture of different devices. So as you can imagine, we are not having only cameras here in our system, but we have maybe also digital inputs, outputs, where we can, for example, open a window or close a window, open a door, or switch on the light via, for example, a Moxa box here. This is also a possibility. So we have also loudspeakers here, IP loudspeaker, where we can manage, and also the microphones, as you have seen already. But also we can handle also web pages in this grid as well. So for example, we have here OpenStreetMap open, so we can work also with this here, zoom in, zoom out with the mouse, going into the details. We can maximize this if you want this. We can also minimize this afterwards again. So this is also a very sophisticated possibility that you have here to design your system like you want to have it. Yeah, and then at the end, we have also the possibilities, for example, to do live and recording video of the same camera in the same grid. So let's take one of the cameras here, for example, the car camera, open it. Yeah, so now this is a live camera. Yeah, and we can now start to duplicate this camera. Here in mixed mode. That means that the camera here now is showing the live picture, and this camera here is showing the recording mode. And if you see, if I'm going with the time slider back, you automatically are connected to a recorder, and the system is transmitting the information, the recording information. You can play backward, forward, speed on, until you have find the right system or the right information. So what you can do is also you can do this with 2 cameras, 4 cameras, whatever you want. When I mentioned about data information, or information that is transmitted to our system, you see here an example. So this is a car with an indoor camera, and you see here also a demo channel. So this information are coming from a third-party system, so they're showing us the coordinates of this car. So this is just an example how it is working. So if we start the replay, so you see then here that the information are coming in and are automatically recorded. So you can play back, for example, then you see here that also the information are played back. So this is a possibility to record the data, but it shows you also that we have the possibility then afterwards to check out those data and create decisions based on those data footage. What might be also of your interest is today we have a lot of super megapixel cameras. So you see, for example, here an 8K camera from New York waterfront, and you see also here some dedicated additional cameras. These are not additional cameras, these are just, let's say, virtual cameras created out of this super megapixel camera. So how can we do this? This is in a very simple way. So we go here to view, we say move and zoom, and now you see we have created those 2 virtual cameras before, and if we want to have an additional virtual camera, we move them into this area where we want to see a special behavior or a special scenario. Then we click on OK, and then we can go back to New York waterfront, open this camera again, and now you see we have 3 virtual cameras here and 1 full view here for the whole overview. And then you can drill down into the camera, for example here, to zoom in, to zoom out if you want. And then if you leave your mouse button, the virtual camera is automatically coming back to the default scenario. What else can we see here? So we have also maps, interactive maps here. So this, for example, is a screenshot from Google Earth. And you see also here that we have, for example, the demo channel here that we have had before. You have also some switches here which are interactive. You can switch them on and off here. And then we can drill down into another level of maps, for example, jumping in. And if we go, for example, through the camera, here the camera icon, you see that automatically the live picture, the live view is opening. So by double clicking on the camera automatically opens, but it is very good to see here that the live picture, not the reference picture, is here shown. And we can drill down here again, click on this, seeing additional pictures, additional maps, etc., etc. So we have 8 levels of maps that you can implement, and then you have multiple kind of scenarios really to create your own maps, including all the devices which are implemented into our system. Search algorithms are very important. So what kind of search algorithm do we have? First of all, if we are creating alarms, for sure we need to search in the alarm database for the alarm scenarios. This is happening here in the alarm search. Then we have certain motion search scenarios. So you can search in outdoor environments for certain motion as well as in the indoor environments. We have dedicated person search here. So I'm coming back to this next in the next scenario. We have text data search. So we have seen the text data that we had. So even if a data channel is connected, we can search into this text channel. You can imagine that, for example, you have an access control system implemented here. So you are getting this information from an access control system. Udo is entering door X, etc., etc. You can search for this and combine this together with the video footage. And then you have also thumbnail search. This is a very sophisticated tool for searching huge amount of data very quickly for a special scenario. But let's go back to the person search, which might be of interest, very interest for you. This is a forensic tool that is running on our client. It can search in a video, in a camera, live or recorded, it does not matter for us, very quickly for all person. So I started this here. It's taking a bit of time. It's taking also a bit of performance. And now you see it is 16 times that the system is searching into in the video footage for person, and it's showing you thumbnails of identified persons. And if you stop the search, for example, then it gives you, for example, also the capabilities, first of all, to search for a dedicated person. So if I'm clicking on this, it is only giving you this person. And then you can, for example, add an additional camera or 2 cameras, 3 cameras, and you can search for this, for a similar person or for the same person in all the cameras. So I don't have here any additional video footage, so I cannot show this to you. But it would now, if I'm starting to search for this person, only search for this person. So I stop the search right now. So a very sophisticated tool for doing forensic analyzing. And at the end, I would like also to go to some very important features. They are called facial blurring and motion blurring or motion shading. So you see also here that a lot of objects, moving objects, and all of them are shaded. And here in this floor scenario, the faces are blurred. And very interesting that you can switch it on and off depending on the user rights. But this is for the GDPR conformity, very interesting tool as well. Yeah, that was the demo. So let's go back to the presentation. So the demo is done. So we are back in our presentation. So you see here 3 cases, business cases, that we have created for our customers together with them in cooperation, in a very close cooperation. So just to mention the Tallinn Smart Port Authority here, the Indian Railway Solution, and also the Hotel Estral in Germany, one of the largest privately owned hotel in Berlin. So all of those customers came with ideas to us to ease up their complex scenarios and to deliver the right information at the right time to the right people. So if you want to hear more about these cases, please contact us at the end. And even if you have also additional ideas, just give us a call or send us an email to discuss this with us in detail. It would be appreciated to stay with you in contact. At the end, I would like to thank you everybody for joining this presentation, for your patience, and hope to see you soon. Bye bye.